This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Ready. Check White. Let's go. Charge.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Here we
A
go.
3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Love looking to throw it. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Go tonight.
After the interception, here's Goff. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
Here we go. 76. 76.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second down, here's Goff. And he's got it. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Gibbs. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And his kick here is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. 2nd down and 8.
Ready?
Love now. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. The Packers at 6-5 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them. Galvanize themselves and go forward and get a win in this one.
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Touchdown, Packers! Romeo Doubs, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a 1st quarter lead. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. But Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions 1st. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's got some space here. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are once again back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Love. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
62 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays. Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. That is caught by Laporta. A big play there for Detroit. 47 yards.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along, and hope someone would come free.
Hey, 76.
Now Goff. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Gibbs straight ahead. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Rails, yellow.
Throwing. Love. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2. On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go. Shell. Hey, kill.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. More short pass here taken in by Laporta. 20! And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions are able to stretch out their lead. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Love this time is going to set up to throw it. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw now. Here's Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau.
Let's go now.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. To the air again, Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Go one, boys. Here we go. Set, hut.
1st and 10 here, and if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Love. And that is incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now Goff on 1st down.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
3rd and 5.
Whoa!
Goff. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11, 14.
Here's Goff. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Jair Alexander in from the corner to make the sack.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Super.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. He's got it to Williams. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
We're good.
Just beating the play clock is Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation. They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the 1st half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Out of the gun, Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gibbs. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Ready.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
He finds his man complete. It's Reed. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Now the toss to Jones, running right. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And the return man will shuffle through the white stuff, secure the fair catch with both hands. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
2nd down and 6 now. Another run for Gibbs here.
And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 43-yard line.
5 yards on
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
43 yards.
And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Point after, right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Packers 7. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Got it.
The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Ready.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Clock, 10.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. 125 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they take a knee.
Cut.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the